Guys, welcome back. Hope you all are doing very well. First of all, thank you for 467 subscribers as of recording of this video. That is phenomenal. I want to say we are inching our way towards the half K goal, but at this point in time, we're not inching, we are flying. It's phenomenal, so thank you very much for the support, and remember to subscribe to the channel if you guys want to help me reach that 1K goal, and also, of course, enjoy the content. It is one of those things. So yeah, happy Monday. Hope everybody is doing great. Hope everybody's weekend was good. So let's get into this. This is the end of month banner. Now I've seen a post on Reddit, so I'm already enticed by one of the characters. Although I don't think it fits the character's look and style very much, but it is what it is. So first of all, I do have some free summons again. Let's see what it is. Okay, this one. Let's see. Maybe I get somebody. I think I do have all these characters though, so it is what it is. Let's see. Now, of course, I won't get anybody because this game absolutely hates me. So it is what it is. But yeah, so just a quick note. I did notice that there is a new like beginners summons and stuff like that, which is actually awesome. If you guys do want to re-roll and restart your accounts and build up orbs for anniversary, now might actually be the time, because, well, one of these characters are amazingly strong in terms of brave battles. So yeah, now might be the time, because as a new player, you can actually choose like 6th anniversary Aizen, 7th anniversary Ichigo, all those type of things. So there is some merit in going for it. But yeah, let's get into this. So brave battle selection is still in here. I don't think this is ever going to change. It doesn't seem like it is, because there's no timer on it, so that's fine. We did go over this one. That's fine. Okay, so let's start with this one. The Japanese Parasol selection free. So this is the one with Momo. However, let's see who's with Momo. I did say Momo is definitely worth it. She has amazing visuals and she is relatively good, so very nice. Let's see who's in the summons with her. Okay. Besides Momo, she's the only one worth it in the summons, and she's really good. But the rest of them are absolutely trash. This guy is a human killer, which kind of doesn't even have a point in his game. She's a potion character, and he's a potion character as well. Kain. Arenero. So, yeah. Definitely, if you guys do want Momo, this is not a bad spin, but it's only because Rukia is here. Otherwise, I would say don't even spin on this. So yeah, this banner is a hard skip for me. It's not worth it. Let's go over to this one. So they put in Christmas Lil Lotto again and Christmas Grammy, which Lil Toto, which I don't have. I don't think these characters are exceptionally good, but let's see who's in the banner with them. We'll go over the characters, of course. Did I select the wrong thing? Yeah, I did. Hang on. There you go. I accidentally clicked on draw rates. I don't want to know what the draw rates is. Okay. So let's quickly go here. So in terms of this banner, geez. Okay, so I've not read these two skills. I'll read them in a second. This Gramjao is literally just a potion character. He does give plus 10 normal potions though, so it's not bad, but that's the only reason to have him. This Null is an extremely strong normal attack damage character. The rest of these characters, absolutely useless. You're not going to use these characters anymore. They are old as hell. She is the loudest character in the game, this Orihime variant over here. So these do need to be exceptionally good for me to tell you guys to actually pull on this banner to make it worth it. Of course, this is just a guide, guys. You need to remember that if you guys do want Null in some Christmas clothing, go ahead and pull on a banner. The chances that you're going to get her is extremely small, but, you know, it's one of those things. Some people just like the look of a character. I mean, I like Grimjar as a character, but for me, I'm a min-maxer, so I'm not going to pull on a banner just because I want the character. I will always pull if something is exceptional. So, let's see. Lil Toto. Let's see your details. You are a technique character. Okay, interesting. Pretty decent SP, Stern Reticular Plus, which is odd considering she's a Stern Rit herself. Okay, some Christmas themed stuff, of course. Soul Trade. Oh, okay, this is unique. Soul Trade, she has strong attack recharge time minus 12%, which is awesome. And damage to drained enemies plus 30%. So that is kind of nice. Except most enemies just die before you can actually inflict a drained status effect and get this bonus. So it's nice, but we don't have content that's difficult enough to actually warrant that. So she has 2 status effects and a EX move, which is amazing. And that's a barrier as well. She has Lacerate and Drain. Damn, that's kind of a busted combination. So Nate's a sprint +1, long stride, so she's relatively quick. Weaken resistance 100%. Unfortunately, no complete status immunity. Devastation 60, reduce strong attack cooldown 12%, frenzy +2, +3 in guild quests. Okay, so this character is really strong. Havoc 20%, debilitator +2 seconds. That's gonna meh. Increased status ailment chance against Quincy's just as a whole, which is amazing, of course. Increased melee damage in guild quests. Increased Quincy damage to status ailment affected enemies. So if you inflict one of the status ailments, you can get a 30% boost. And a 30% boost onto drained enemies, so it's 60% in total. Weakened defense Marauder, increased killer effects, and status ailments. Okay, Lil Toto is kind of busted. We'll test play her, but this, even though she is a quote-unquote guild quest character, she's similar to the reworked 1000-Year Blood War Rukia, where she has frenzy +2 as a base already. Then it just gets better in a guild quest. Now these are the type of guild quest characters I don't mind, because they are exceptionally good in normal content as well. But I can almost guarantee you that her all her strong attacks are going to be very small AoEs, because she's the guild quest character, although we'll check it out. So definitely Little Toto's, she's got a lot of skills, damn. Okay, so Grammy, my expectations for him isn't as high because, well, last year we did get 9th anniversary Grammy, which was, and probably still is, one of the strongest characters in the game. So I don't think they're gonna make him that strong. Oh, he's a normal attack damage character, what? Why did I make a Grammy in normal? Okay, whatever. So attack is relatively high actually. Soul Reaper Killer, which is not bad. Normal attack damage plus 35%, really good soul trait for a NAD, of course, and a good link. Okay, this dude has all the boosts in the world. Okay, no status ailment, so I'm kind of hoping for a purity on him. And also he has dodge Soul Reaper damage, so once again this is probably a guild quest character. But let's see. Sprint +1, weaken resistance 100%. Dodge Soul Reaper damage 50%, which is good for a guild quest character, of course. Increased normal attack damage 105%, that's extremely high. Flurry +1, yeah, +2 in guild quest. Like I said, this is already annoying me because it only has flurry. He only has 1 flurrying normally and then 2 in guild quest. Although if he's strong enough, then that shouldn't matter. Long reach 20%, increased melee damage 10%, 30% in guild quest. Enhancer, poise, start barrier +15. Okay, Marauder booster, increased killer. Okay, so he does not have purity or anything like that. So he's kind of mid in terms of his actual stats, except for the normal attack damage and the fact that he has 2 boosters. So we'll check that out. So I think the 2 boosters stack on top of one another, so that should give you extra 60% bonus damage, I think. But we'll check it out. So let's quickly display these 2. And let's see if they are actually worth the pull. Now, Grammy pales in comparison to Little Toto. That I can tell you now already, just based on the stats and what skills they have. But let's see. So he has a melee. Okay, so it's a short range NAD, which kind of sucks, but I'm pretty sure it does decent damage. Yeah, it does decent damage. His first strong attack, let's see, is a boost with a relatively decent AoE. Not bad at all. Of course, he's going to deal much more damage now. Let's see his second strong attack. Oh, he has a Self Vortex. That's kind of cool. So that allows him to, most of the time, stun enemies that is close again on him. Unfortunately, he doesn't have any status effects, so it's kind of meh in terms of that. But it is a cool thing to have on a character. Definitely cool to have. We don't see many of them anymore. And then his third strong attack is a screen wide, seems, which is a boost, but damn, it has a minute cooldown. Okay, so that's cool and all. It's just a minute cooldown is a little bit rough. Guild Quest in general, I know you can reduce the timer, of course, by linking strong attack, but the thing is, he's a NAD. You're not going to be linking strong attack cooldown on him. So that's kind of disappointing that it's a minute cooldown. That's a little bit rough, not gonna lie. But I mean, he's decent. I wouldn't pull for him. That's one thing I can tell you now. Yeah, he's kind of cool in terms of he wears a Christmas suit, which is, you know, kind of a novelty, I guess. And some people will love it. Some people like Remy. I don't like Remy as a character. And then we'll just check out his special move. I don't think this is going to be anything significant, but let's see. Yeah, okay, so didn't even kill all the normal enemies. This is not a character I would pull on. I'm not surprised that it didn't kill the enemies. I expected it not to. But yeah, this is not a character I'd pull on. Grammy is just not that. He is not himself, pretty much, if you want to put it like that. So definitely I would skip if you want this Grammy. But little Toto, you know, are you going to save the whole banner for us? I don't think so, because this banner is expensive to pull on. It has a lot of steps, so let's see. Okay, so she has also a melee NAD or short range NAD. I call it a melee NAD, and then you have a range NADs as well, which actually shoot stuff. But yeah, anyways. So this shouldn't do much damage. Yeah. Kind of what I expected. A first strong attack. Okay, that's kind of a big AoE. It's I'm very disappointed always that I don't see beam attacks anymore. But I guess it's just because they are way too damn strong. So yeah, that's a decent AoE, and she has a very fast cooldown as well. Second strong attack. Okay, that's very short and very close. That's not good. So second strong attack's kind of a disappointment. That's fine. The first one also has a very small AoE. I get it, she's a Guild Quest character, quote unquote Guild Quest character, but still. A third should be a screen wide, so I'm gonna pop it here and hopefully kill everybody. Yeah, okay, so that is a semi-screen wide. Otherwise these guys would have died as well, but that's a very good AoE. So her X move, or EX if you want to call it like that. What is this? Okay, so it's a massive damaging thing, and she gets, of course, a barrier around it, which is very nice. Always useful in Guild Quest to have barriers, so that you can keep your full stamp down. However, I am still disappointed in her. Her stats seem amazing, like on paper, but I keep on telling you guys to skip banners, and this is going to be the same again. If you want Little Toto, I think this is the only variant of Little Toto we have in the game. Then try and spin for her, I guess, but the fact that I'm actually struggling to kill these enemies and they are really not that difficult to kill is kind of bothering me. And I'm waiting on cooldowns. Yeah, okay. So she's definitely a character that you need to have more than 1 out of 5. And of course to link for cooldown reduction, because her second and third strong attacks is very high in terms of cooldown. We're gonna pop the ultimate again, the special move. I'm sure it's like an eating thing that she does. Yeah, thought so. Yep. Okay, I expected it to one-shot everything. Okay, so exactly what I expected, although I did think Little Toto is going to be a tad bit better. My expectations for her was actually quite high since it is a themed character. So for me personally, this would be a very hard skip on the banner. He's just not straight up with it at all. And then Little Toto, once again, if you guys wanted Little Toto, of course, put on the banner and hope and pray. But otherwise, this is not something I would pull on. Once again, the character is really not that strong. And her AoEs are minuscule in terms of the size of it. It's actually quite sad. So, let's go to the coup de grace, pretty much. So this is the end of month banner. The Tres Bestias. So it is, of course, Mila Rose, Sansan, and Apache. Now, I like these characters. I think they are cool. I think they actually have a good impact on the story and Halibal and stuff like that. Now, there is one small gripe I have, and one of these characters is exceptionally strong for Brave battles. And I don't know if the people working at K-Lab actually watch Bleach or not, but these three was bodied by Rangiku in the Battle of Karakura Town. Rangiku is a lieutenant. She is nowhere near a rangy that has bankans. She is a lieutenant, and they got bodied by her. Yes, fair enough. When Aeon got summoned, everything went to hell. But I mean, these three are extremely strong. What do I call them again? Ahekias? No. Whatever. The subordinates of the Espada. They are very strong. I mean, they should be able to at least one of them kill, or not kill, but body for Rangiku, but it didn't happen. So that's just one small gripe I have about it. I think they overpower these characters a little bit, but we'll see. I think they need a little bit of overpower because the variance we have in the game of them is quite trash. So let's get into this. Sun. She's a melee strong attack. All moves have paralysis plus. Okay. So I'm going to actually skip to read them here. I'm going to read them on the actual cards. I'm just going to check who else is in this pool. So we're just going to skip past them. Who else is in this pool? So, okay, so this is a phenomenal banner. Okay, so yeah. Okay, my mind is already made up. If you want to pull on something, ignore all the other banners, pull on this one. You have Chad, okay, which is amazing Brave Battle character. He absolutely wrecks. You have Quilgi OP, which is extremely rare and one of the best art characters in the game. He has so much going for him. He's amazingly strong. You have this Ichigo, once again, one of the best art characters in the whole of the game. It's extremely strong, this Ichigo. This chick, Orihime, one of the best Brave Battle characters in the game, although one of these is gonna make these guys redundant, but yeah, still amazing. Misaki, also equally rare and amazing character to have. And then, of course, younger Ishin in his captain days, also a phenomenally strong character. Just these guys alone make the banner worth it. Now you have these three extra. Yeah, okay, so let's get into them. I'm actually kind of hyped for this banner. For once I can give you guys some good news. Okay, so Sun, let's check you out. Yeah, so they actually made the models look really good. Well done to them. It doesn't look like it's a pop figurine anymore. Okay, so Sun, she's on technique. Okay, I don't know what's it with the technique spamming these days, but it is what it is. She has phenomenally high SP. That's really high. She's a Hollow Killer Plus, so that's also very nice. Strong attack recharge time minus 14%, which is a big plus for her. Then the list. Okay, so she has paralysis plus. Okay, so that's good. She has an extra move that is a boost and a shield. Yeesh. Okay. They kind of cooked with Sun, apparently. I don't know why, but they did. So her innate is Sprinter plus 1, Havoc 20%, Marauder as an innate already. Okay, so this is gonna be a very strong character. Devastation 60%, reduced on attack cooldown 14%. That's assault rate. Poison resistance 100%, frenzy plus 2 plus 3 in guild quests. I don't mind this, like I said, depending on how she plays. Debilitated 5 seconds, see that's good. Increased status ailment chance against hollows, that's phenomenal, because hollows is a very wide term in terms of the enemies. Increased melee damage 10%, 30% in guild quest. Increased damage to status ailment affected enemies 20%, damage to paralyzed enemies 40%, so that's a 60% bonus already. Weakened defense, which is amazing to have because you can put it on again a second time and then it's basically a 100% defense removal if you do use your special move, which is amazing. Increased killer effect 30%, 50% in guild quest, and then status ailment special pressure boost. So she's a very similar to little Toto in terms of her skill set. However, I do believe that she's going to be quite a tad bit better because it does seem like they actually cooked with her a little bit more. So she is really damn good on paper. I'm still going to play with her and see what happens, but yeah. Then, Mila Rose. I can't remember which one it was that had the broken stuff for Brave Battle. I think it was this one. Yeah, it's this one. Okay. So, normal attack. Probably the highest in the game. I don't think there is a base stat higher than hers. If there is, I do apologize. But 845 as a base, then you put 50 on her from the get-go. Almost 900 base attack is extremely high. Okay. Then she's a Quincy Soul Reaper Killer, which broadens her horizons for Brave Battles even more, because most of the meta characters is either a Soul Reaper or a Quincy. So that is very good. Then, of course, Soul Trait. Damage taken, minus 21%. Which is awesome. And let's get into this. She has Weaken Plus. Okay. That's not bad at all for Brave Battles. That's actually relatively good. Sprint plus 1. Long Reach 20%. And Marauder. Amazing, because I'm guessing she's a melee. Yeah, she's a normal melee NAD, which is good. Okay. Oh, wow. Okay. I didn't expect her to actually have persistence as well. She's the best character for Brave Battles, by far. And you'll see why in a second. So, if you don't have Mila Rose in Brave Battles, you are totally done. You're screwed like McDuck, because she... Okay, I'm going to show you guys why now in a second. So, Brave Battles only persistence. Persistence means you are invulnerable after your HP hits 0 essentially for a few extra seconds. Which means that, you know, doesn't matter if you get one-shotted or not, you are still going to be able to fight back a little bit. Increased normal attack damage 50%, which is very high. Decreased damage taken 21%. Half stamina, increased normal attack damage by a further 50%. Half stamina, decreased damage taken by a further 50%. Brave Battles only block heart and mind attribute boost and debuffs. So you have people like Yuha, which is on, I think it was on heart. He does have a booster for the team. She completely blocks it. He cannot boost the team. Anything on mind as well cannot be boosting the team. I think it's Sajin, human form Sajin, that's on mind. He cannot boost or buff or anything like that because she completely blocks it. Then, here is the problem. Persistence Breaker. In other words, if you have 3 characters, let's say Orihime, Sajin, and Renji, that has persistence, she also has persistence, she's still going to be able to completely just kill your character straight up because of the fact that she has Persistence Breaker. This character completely breaks the current meta and forces people again to spend orbs, otherwise you're just going to get bodied all the time. This is silly. This is dumb. She is completely going to throw everything on its head again, and people wasted thousands of orbs to get their current teams to where they are. So this is very dumb. Also, Brave Battles only prevent last ditch survival, ignore Brave Battle invincibility, and she also has invincibility and flurry plus 3 and poise. Okay, so this character is, like I said, by far, and I mean by a extremely large margin, the best Brave Battle character in this game. And she's going to be the best for a while. So this character is totally busted, and this is what I meant by it seems weird to make a character this strong when she got bodied by Rangiku. Well, the bodied is a strong word. They were pushed back and held at bay by Rangiku, which was a 1-on-3 battle, and she's just a lieutenant. So, yeah. Mila Rose, definitely the strongest Brave Battle character in the game, by quite a large margin. So, and then I'm assuming the last character we have is either a normal just play character or a potion character, probably. Let's see. Apache, did they butcher you or not? She's a NAD as well. Okay, hang on. NAD, okay, so she shares Mila Rose normal attack damage stat, which is not bad. It's really good. She is a no affiliation killer plus, which is kind of weird to have, but it is what it is. Soul Trait, normal attack damage plus 35%. She has Lacerate plus on all her abilities except the second, which is a boost. She then has Sprint plus 1. Long reach 20%, dodge no affiliation damage. Another Guild Quest character, bro, really? Because he's a ranged NAD, okay, so that's not bad. Increased normal attack damage, 85%, freeze resistance 100%, flurry plus 1 plus 2 in Guild Quest, okay. So they butchered Apache once again. Flurry +2 in Guild Quest. Increased status ailment chance against no affiliation enemies. Range damage in Guild Quest. Increased speed attribute and all attack damage. Okay, yeah. Non-support sharpshooter booster. And increased skill effect. Okay, so not bad, but why couldn't they just make a normal character? The Apaches we have in the game is absolutely trash. And now, once again, you have a variant of Apache that you're never going to use normally. It's so silly the way they do things, man. Okay, but anyways, let's actually start with Apache and see how she is. She should be more bearable to use in a normal situation because of the fact that she has a ranged normal attacks. But still, it's kind of stupid. Okay, so normal range attacks should do a hell of a lot of damage, yeah, thought so. Which is of course very beneficial. Very nice. The first ability, strong attack, is a beam actually. Okay. Okay, that's good, that's good. It's a beam and it has quite a short cooldown. Yeah, that's very nice. Okay, so I like that, of course. I prefer beams. The second is a boost and a damage boost, of course, because it's a booster. Not really much I can explain in terms of that. And then the third should be a screen-wide AoE. No, it's not at all. Okay. So it's like a massive frontal damage. Which is not the worst, I guess. But still, it's weird. But I like the beam. The beam is cool. So yeah, Apache is very strong. She is more than strong enough. Most of these characters that come out now, this is something that you guys need to remember, is more than strong enough to do most of the content in the game. Even if I do say they are worthless, they are still very strong. It's just, I really wish they made Apache a good variant of her and not just some Guild Quest bloody bot again. I mean, the last Apache variant we got was, I think, the swimsuit Apache, which is so long ago. I think that swimsuit Apache is actually resurrected. That's how old she is. Yeah, so, of course, like I said, very strong. She will be strong. The range NAD is very nice, actually. She's very quick in terms of her attack speed. And the animations are kind of nice as well. I like the animations of her. Looks really good. Okay, let's see her special. Of course, this won't one-shot them because she's a NAD. But still, it should be cool to see. Let's see. Yeah. I think that was with the encounter of OP in Heiko Mundo, the start of the 1000 Blood War. That's still, that's cool. She's... Okay, let me put it like this. She's far beyond stronger than her previous versions, of course. But she's still relatively bland for current characters. But not the worst Guild Quest character I've used, trust me. She's pretty decent. It's not the worst. Okay, let's test play Mila Rose. Now, I expect Mila Rose to absolutely hit as hard as a truck because she has Flurry +3 on her kit. So this is going to be interesting to see. She's not going to have many stunning visuals, I don't think. Brave Battle characters tend to have their visuals turned down quite a bit. And she has a nice outfit on. That's all I'm going to say about it. So her normal attack is a very strong normal attack, yes. And has, yeah, pretty plain visuals, but still nice to see. Okay, so a strong attack 1 is a Zero essentially in the ground in front of her, which is, okay. And a quick animation as well, which is beneficial for Brave Battles. The second one, okay, once again, small AoE around her, but it's large enough to hit 3 enemies in Brave Battles, which is good, and a very fast animation, of course. Just down these guys. And the third is a almost screen wide. It's centered around her, and like I said, large enough to actually hit everybody in Brave Battle. So that is exactly what you want to do. Now, I'm not having any trouble at all killing these guys. As you can see, this is how a normal attack character should be dealing damage. It's kind of silly. She's gonna make everything a cakewalk, and she's gonna turn Brave Battles on its head again. That's, yeah. So the era of persistence breakers are gonna be coming soon. that I can tell you now. I probably would say expect another Persistence Breaker like Mila Rose to come in after the first wave of anniversary characters has been released. Yeah, okay, so Mila Rose, extremely strong even for normal content. You're not going to have any trouble using her at all. So definitely worth it. Okay, and she did actually pretty decent damage to the Hollow. Not bad. Okay, so even for normal content, this Mila Rose is very strong. But the thing is, you're gonna use her for Brave Battles. This character is completely cracked out of her mind when it comes to Brave Battles. Like, it's very dumb how strong she is. So, yeah, definitely, of course, yeah. Now, Sun, you are my last hope for a normal character for once. Please, be normal. I want you to be normal. That'd be great if you were normal. Okay, so first... Okay, so a normal attack string ain't bad. It's actually a relatively big AoE that she has on it. Okay, I'm confused. 2 seconds. Okay, there we go. Let's see. A first strong attack is kind of meh. It's kind of like... there's a character that also does like that dash for enemies type thing. It's not that bad actually. It has a big AoE. Never mind. A second strong attack. Okay, that's like white second strong attack basically. Just check it again. Yeah, that's good. That's some decent stuff. Okay, her third strong attack should be a screen wide, I hope. It is indeed. Okay. Okay, let's check her extra attack. Yeah, it's a self booster as well, I think. But this character will perform even better in Guild Quest because she is still technically a Guild Quest character. But I mean, it's not like she's really struggling all that much here. She's not doing fantastic like Mila Rose did, but because we actually have to wait on cooldowns for her damage to come in. Mila Rose, all her damage is in her normal attacks, so... Yeah, I mean, she's decent. She's definitely decent. Is gonna one-shot him? Yep. Okay, so final verdict. I would say ignore all the other banners and only pull on this one if you want to currently pull on a banner. And that is because not only is the characters in this banner really good, the actual flagship characters, especially her, but the fillers are absolutely phenomenal units to have. They are really, really good. But yeah, that's about it. I don't think I can explain anymore, expand further. Hope that you guys have very good RNG with this pull, and I hope that you guys get the characters that you want. Please remember to hit the sub button if you guys found this useful or helpful in any shape, way, or form. And I will see you all again tomorrow. Have a good one, and peace out.